guys, this is Kelly, and on my Instagram I asked what video you wanted to see this week, and you voted for my top Halloween recommendations. And since Halloween is next week, I figured I should probably get to that, and you voted on it yesterday. I'm glad we had time to do it. So I've picked out 13 books that you can read before Halloween. Now, none of these books are really long. None of them are like super intense. Well, one of them is. But most of them are books you can knock out in a day or in a few hours or whatever. Of course, you don't have to read all 13 before Halloween. That's insanity. But you can read a lot of these. And not all of these are like super scary. There's something, I think, for everybody in here. Okay. Let's get started. The first book that I want to talk about is Haunted America. You can tell it's been loved. This one I actually got at my daughter's Scholastic Book Fair at her school. I was so excited. It has pictures, Lizzie Borden's house, and stories that go along with different hauntings in America. And this is the one I just saw a minute ago. It's Waverly Hills Sanatorium, one of my favorite places to go. Isn't it so pretty? Waverly Hills. If you've not seen my video on when we visited Waverly Hills, be sure to check that out. So, yeah, this is Haunted America by Matt Chandler and Suzanne Garb. If you don't have it, you should search it out because it's really good. I love the pictures. It's awesome. Book number 2 is a book I just got last weekend before last, at the Imaginarium Convention in Kentucky. It's The Corpse Whisperer by H.R. Boldwood. It's an Allie Nighthawk mystery. It's book 1 in a series. This is the only book that's out right now. I think the next one was sometime this year. But this is about a girl named Allie who can raise the dead, and she can put them back down. And when they come back, it depends on how long they've been dead on what they can do. And she works with the police department, begrudgingly, for both sides, to bring people who've been murdered back to life, or people who have murdered people or kidnapped people back to life, to see where the victim is now, or who killed the person if they were dead. So, if they were dead, if they were the one that was killed. Words sometimes make sense. But anyway, I gave this 5 stars. I loved this book. It was way different than I actually thought it would be. It's just really good. It's really good. And I got the hardcover because I love hardcovers. I like any covers really, but hardcovers if I have a choice. Or it's, it's the book of my heart. So yeah, check out The Corpse Whisperer by H.R. Boldwood if you like zombies. And especially, I don't like The Walking Dead. I know you would think I would be all up in The Walking Dead, but I've never been like a really big zombie person. But I love this book. So if you're not very big on zombies, you'll still really like this book. Next, we're going to talk about some books if you like the TV series or the movie Scream, which I know was a TV series after it was a movie. I still think of it as a movie. I've talked about this book on my channel before. It's There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. This is perfect if you love Scream because it has a lot of elements of Scream in the book. And also, I have to recommend Alone by Sin Baylog. I have talked about this book before on the channel too. Basically, it is about a family who moved into this house, and strange things happen, as things do when you move into a house. Now, this one is more on the paranormal side. Those two are more on the slasher genre side. This is more on the paranormal land. On the paranormal, this is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. This is one of my favorite books last year. It's about the Swan sisters who arrived in Sparrow, Oregon in 1822. This is, a lot of people used to say it's like Hocus Pocus. I didn't get a lot of Hocus Pocus out of it, to be honest. I mean, it's about 3 sisters, but, but I still like the book I still recommend it. And it has a very, very twist ending. And now that I know the twist ending, I would like to go back and read it again to see if it still reads the same way the second time. So, yeah, check out The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. Next in the supernatural category is Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendar Blake. This is the first in, I think, 2-book series. I've not read the second one, but I did love the first one. This one is if you love Supernatural, the TV show Supernatural. This is very much that. It's about a person that hunts ghosts, and Anna, dressed in blood, is a ghost that they have to figure out if they can get rid of and if they want to get rid of them. It's a thing. We all know how that goes. Like I said, I've not read book 2. If you have read book 2, let me know in the comments if I should pick it up. I didn't not like the first one. Like, I really, really liked the first one. I think I liked it so much I was afraid to read book 2, to be honest. So, if you've read the second book, I don't even know the name of it. It may be in here somewhere. But if you've read it, you know, let me know. I like this cover, or this edition, because the words are in red. I know. How cool is that? This says, just your average boy meets girl, girl kills people story. And a Dressed in Blood. Very much that. Now we're going to get into some of the classics. I almost said nonfiction, but some of the classics. This one is really short. Like, this one you could pick up and definitely read before Halloween. If you can read no books, if you can only read one book before Halloween, make sure you pick up an Edgar Allan Poe collection. This is the poem collection. Very short. It will get you in the Halloween mood, in the Halloween spirit. And yeah, there's not much more to say about it because you know that you want to read all the Poe. Now, the next book I'm going to recommend, I don't even know what number this is now. It's not really a horror book and it's not really a scary book, but it's more gothic and it has that atmosphere. So if you don't really like the paranormal, well, it has a little paranormal. But if you're not really big on the whole jump scare, but you like the feeling, the mood, you can read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is not my pretty edition. This is the edition I got that I could write in. I've not wrote in it yet, but it's the one that I can write in. Basically, it's about a guy named Heathcliff and a girl named Catherine. And they love each other. But neither one of them are really good at loving each other. And things happen. That's the whole story. Things happen. And it has one of those really cool atmospheric tones to it. So if you've not read Wuthering Heights, it's a good time to pick it up. Now, this book is in no way, shape, or form a Halloween book. It's not even scary, but I have to add it to this list because it's one of my all-time favorite books ever in the history of forever. And the cover makes it look like it's a Halloween book. And I picked it up because I thought it was a scary book. These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. I've talked about this before too. I love this book. I absolutely love it. If you like Stalking Jack the Ripper, you'll like this one maybe even more than Stalking Jack the Ripper. There, I said it. I love it. I picked it up for this cover because I thought it was going to be a scary book. And I didn't even look inside to see what it was about. I just thought, you know, a scary book. It is not a scary book. It's about a girl named Jo who wants to work in the newspapers, but she can't because she's a girl back in the day, and she has this feller who's not really her feller. His name's Eddie, and their back and forth banter is awesome, and it ends amazingly. And they do go after this killer, so it has a lot of mystery and thriller to it. Not scary. But if you don't like scary books and you don't like scary movies, but you want to look like you're reading a scary book, like on the train or somewhere, get this book and just read it like this. It's not scary. It's wonderful. It's one of my favorite books ever. And you should just read it any time of year. But the cover can make you think, I'm going to read it for Halloween. So everybody thinks I'm reading this awesome Halloween book. See? There you go. For people that don't even like scary books. There you go. Okay, going to a more contemporary book. This one is The Name of the Star, Shades of London by Maureen Johnson. This is a book about a girl who, after an incident, can see dead people. And not only can she see dead people, she's also tasked with these other group of people to get rid of the said dead people. And it also has to do with Jack the Ripper and the Jack the Ripper murders. So, my friend Rachel recommended, it's a 3-book series. I've read the first book and part of the second book, and I really liked it. I started reading something else, but I will pick it up. I liked it. It's a really good story. If you're interested in the Jack the Ripper story, this is really good. It's not gory. It's not, anything like that. But it's really good read and really fun to see people you thought were people be ghosts. And people you thought were ghosts be people. So, yeah, The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. Now, another book in the whole murder, serial killer vein, which, some people like to read about more than ghosts. That you do you. Is nonfiction. This book is nonfiction. And it's The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson. This is about H.H. Holmes in, H.H. Holmes at the World's Fair. And this is also, if you've read Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maskello, that it's about the same person, but this one is a nonfiction story, and it reads like a fiction story, and it's really interesting, and you feel like you're there, and it's, this is one of those books that I don't want to read too fast. Like, I want to, get in all the details and figure it all out as it goes along, and since it's nonfiction, I really want to, it's really interesting when somebody builds a murder hotel. I mean, it just is. So, basically, that's what H.H. Holmes did. If you don't know who he is, he's a serial killer who moved to Chicago during the World's Fair. He had this hotel built, and it was a murder hotel, which had all these little rooms that did different things. I mean, that's just, wow. Whew. So, if you've seen American Horror Story Hotel, that was, Evan Peters' character was sort of based on H.H. Holmes. So yeah, if you're a nonfiction person and you still want to read a book for Halloween for this week, read The Devil in the White City if you've not already. Now, book number 12 and 13, I would be a terrible, terrible writer if I didn't mention. And I feel kind of bad even mentioning them, but we got to. The next one I'm going to recommend you read this week is Trinity Row by me. I know. You can unsubscribe if you. I hope you don't. I hope you stay. But yeah, this is Trinity Row by me. It's about a girl named Ivy, and she moved with her mom to this house called Trinity Row, and it's abandoned and run down, and they are tasked with prettying it up again. And Ivy has this really tragic thing that happened in her past that she can't move on from. She wants to move on from it, but she can't, and she has all this guilt about it. And then there's a boy named John, and then there's West, and then there's Darren Lynn. And yeah, the house is, the house. So, you can read all these other books, or you can pick up Trinity Row too. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I also feel bad about number 13. This is Never Kiss the Dead by Kelly Martin. I've not talked about it a lot on my channel, and that's terrible because it came out October 7th. This is the paperback. Isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness. Laura from PS Cover Designs made it. It's awesome. And this is the back. And look, there's little kisses on the thing. So the very first words in this is, my mother said I had an old soul. She doesn't say anything now and hasn't said anything for the last 2 years. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that's enough of me doing that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so those are my book recommendations for you to read for the week leading up to Halloween, or after if you want to. I don't judge. Read them. Read whenever you want and can read any of these books, because I like to read, you know, spooky books all year long. I hope you do too. If you don't, it's fine. But, okay, what books are you going to pick out? Which ones have you read already? Which ones do you want to read? Leave a comment so we can talk about it. You know, I love to have dialogue in the comment section, so I hope you do too. What are you planning on dressing up as for Halloween this year? If you're going to dress up, my daughter's going as Lizzie Borden. I don't know if I should be worried. Alright guys, like this video if it's anything that you like. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. I hope you do. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I make new videos. I make new videos 1 to 2 times a week. And I usually post on my Instagram, which is Kelly Martin Author, if a poll of 2 video choices that you can pick from, and the winner is the one that I make a video on for that week. I don't do that every week, but a lot of times I do. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy Halloween. I will see you on here next week, and happy reading. Bye.